Hello everybody, Aaron here, and I'm with Lillian.
Hey guys!
And welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. We're going to start out today by taking a look at talking to Adelaide. Oh, hello, Gladwin.
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl, and I'm worried.
Adelaide, then.
What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I'd be worried.
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
I'll see what I
I'll
can
try
learn.
and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping. Notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He'd planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide.
Yeah, I can see what I can learn.
Sounds good. Let's see.
Sounds good, Adelaide. Okay, where's this campsite?
It is close to East-North Hogsmeade region, if I'm remembering correctly.
North Hogwarts region, you mean?
The Flue Flame, I think, said East-North.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I thought it was kind of weird using
Pretty sure there's a
two.
closer Flue Flame, but we haven't discovered it yet.
It's fair.
I could be wrong, though. I never remember where they all are.
Yeah.
To be fair, like, using multiple...
Could this be Mr. Oaks' campsite? And Oaks Loyalists,
like that
just
is,
ahead.
like, fairly common for travel.
Drag this out longer than necessary.
Okay, let's see what we're getting ourselves into here.
Easily diverted.
I'm going to be as discreet as I can be.
I've been fighting since
there you
before
are.
you were born.
Now, to find out what happened
Hello.
here.
Okay.
Revelio.
Got a bunch more warriors here.
This looks intriguing.
Yeah, of course, there's stuff in the way.
An identified hand item.
Mr. Oaks' trade journal.
Ranrock's Law agreed to meet, but I do feel a tad uneasy. They amended their requests and were angry when I asked questions. I overheard some of their plan in gobbledygook. They're after my rare metal deposits that are suitable for drilling. I'm afraid of upsetting them further. They seem rather volatile, and I'll need this transaction to happen. Perhaps we can work out a compromise. Perhaps not. Roland Oaks.
Adelaide said that
What's
her uncle
this?
kept notes of his trades.
Map.
Maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him. Revelio.
Good to know. Anything
Okay.
else here? Ooh, chest. Destruction 3.
What's in this cave?
Some goodies.
I say that, but I don't know that I believe the character. There's nothing here other than a chest.
Well, just the single chest. But good enough, eh?
Yeah.
Be it upon your heads when
How did that go away on my map?
Lots of
be it upon
moonstone.
your
A
conscience.
rock formation.
I'm
That's the
confused.
first landmark on this map.
Confused about what?
Find the crooked tree.
This
You've
treasure
made a
vault
mistake.
didn't go away on my map.
Oh, weird.
Unless this isn't the treasure vault and there's another treasure vault up. I think that's what it is there's another treasure vault like really nearby.
Maybe.
Probably. Anyway. Ooh. Oh, that's the Wicked Well chest. That's right. Okay, so we need to use his map to follow his trail. So, if I look at this map again, because I didn't get a good look at it. F. Okay, so from here, it looks like we're going south and...
A crooked tree, just as the map said. The crumbling tower shouldn't be far from
southeast to me. But then there's a bunch of different landmarks along the way, so it kind of just head down the road, it seems. Moonstone I can get.
Someone having a pet crow.
There we go.
First landmark. Crooked.
A poacher tracker.
Come out before I find you.
Freeze a stalker as they're readying their attack. Say that to me again. Ah, not that one.
It's actually quite beautiful.
Over here or over there or that way. I never noticed this sign before.
So very weak.
It just says over there or that
Ah.
way.
There we go.
Where's the crooked tree?
In front of you.
Where? I don't see it.
It's a dead crooked tree. So it doesn't have leaves on it.
I still don't see it, but whatever.
Lots of moonstone.
Gosh, my Drake. I think I may have taken a wrong turn.
Oh, that's cool. Should be heading
I
southwest.
crossed the river. Am I supposed to not cross the river?
Not yet.
Okay.
Further down, closer to the decrepit building.
Maybe that's why I didn't notice the crooked trees, because I was on the wrong path.
It's fair.
And the crumbling tower. The spot on the map should be directly south
There's
of
the
here.
Merlin trial.
Confringo!
Feel like a chest.
Directly south, so it should be right down here.
Oh, there's a flue flame near here.
One of the best meals I've ever eaten.
This place?
Alright, time to be stealthy.
What do we have here?
This isn't really south. Where's south?
Join your bread? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's gotta be the place.
You don't see anything, sir.
Focus Totalis. Revelio. Trouble's brewing.
Okay, grab
I might
that.
have more luck higher up in the keep.
Grab that. Slice the frozen enemy. Steal a ranger's crossbow bolt. I should activate this flue flame.
Can I get you guys to go over there?
Hang on out there.
Oh, did I just reset my? I think I just reset my. Whatever they're called.
I don't know. What are they called?
Feats.
Oh. Whoops.
A ladder.
Nice.
That's
I
what I
totally
need.
almost got caught there.
Do you need a ladder? but there's a ranger.
Oh, fudge.
Go over there.
Me. Stealth failed me.
Someone there.
No, why would anyone be there?
Why
Go
is
over
a
there.
crap on you are.
What else is here? Ooh, okay. You.
Now, do I want to get the chest that the troll is guarding?
There we go.
What was that?
Just right here.
This is the spot on the map. I'd best have my wits about me.
I'm in the encampment, you dope.
What am I doing here? This patrol is worthless. What? Who is it?
Your mom.
Excuse you?
You asked who it was.
Okay, so this is the fire truck out here. Hi, buddy.
What went on here, I wonder?
You don't see nothing.
Why don't I have Propendo?
It's a good question.
This looks like trouble.
It's a very useful spell when fighting trolls.
Are you fighting the troll?
I am.
You know what? I'm gonna do, because they are few and far between sometimes. Take that.
There we go. Did that troll. That was the wrong spell. That was also the wrong spell.
Got him.
Okay. Hey there,
Sounds like
buddies.
you're having fun over there.
Goblin was literally walking. Hello. Did I get both of them? I did. Excellent. Is this the place on the map?
I mean, I
only
would hope
following
so.
orders. Leave your
I mean, I don't see
accusations
where
in
he's
someone
actually
else's
talking about. 'Cause there's
direction if you
nothing
don't
in the
mind.
exact room that he said that.
Oh, interesting.
Wow.
This castle's hiding all
darn.
sorts of secrets.
Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. I'm not here.
I'm not here, I swear.
Too late for you to learn the error of your ways.
Did you know caps lock can lock onto enemies?
I think I knew that at one point.
I just figured that out.
Goodness.
Character was moving a little slow, and I thought it was because I accidentally hit caps lock.
What will we
Okay,
find in
going
here?
into the depths. Karo Ruins. You already in there, I imagine?
Yeah, just got
I'm a
it.
little slow.
Yeah, we're about at the same place anyways.
Breakthrough.
Revelio.
Nothing that way.
It's punishment to us all, however. There's no more
Okay.
human around.
Hit a ranger with
Hello, Mora.
Stupefy.
I'm going the sneaky route.
Could do with a
I was, but I decided
It
not
looks as though
to
Adelaide's instincts were spot
to
on.
mess with the ranger that was up on the thing.
Yeah.
Getting to him is a little annoying.
I mean, all you have to do is unlock the door.
Yeah, it's still a little annoying.
I agree. Oh, I did not mean to do that. That is hilarious.
I will make you.
I was trying to Accio that bag across the way, and I accidentally Accio'd one of the goblins underneath me.
Nice.
Whoops.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Drop down, please.
Oh. Let go of the bag.
Your item there. Seafoam nightwear. Wonderful. I can finally wear pajamas when I go to sleep. Or clump.
He'll learn his lesson after being locked away. You can count on that.
Lucas, don't tell us. Revelio.
No one can see me. I am just a scared little baby.
This prisoner owes us the metal we were promised. Wizard Kang will soon bring to us once the war is over.
A boiler door. How to open it?
I wonder.
You don't have to ask.
Who's there?
He's like, boiler door, I wonder how to open it. I already opened it.
You're way ahead of me.
There's two ways that you can go forward. There's through the main entrance or around the top. And I went around the top. Which is it's like one of the few quests where there's actually like multiple ways that you can approach it. Technically, I think it's pretty forward. I will probably still take out these enemies.
I won't rest.
Three more over here. We're looking in my direction, Mr. Sentinel.
Revelio.
Alright, anything down here?
Incendio.
Is that all of them? Sweet. There's that. Take a look over here.
Plenty of Wiggenweld.
I still have full open weld like always.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh yeah, you're right. There's a bunch of open weld there, isn't there?
Yeah. Enemies drop it like crazy. It's lying around.
Well, they expect you're gonna need it, but at this point in the game, honestly, you should be like decent enough at the game
It's true.
to not need it that much. But
Incendio.
who knows? Holy smokes! Green striped gloves. Ridiculous.
One way or another, we'll get what we're owed.
Slam a leaping loyalist commander to the ground. Break a shield charm with an ancient magic throw. Well, I can do that.
Wait, which way's the way forward? Oh, this is the way forward. Nah, that's okay. I think I have to go through the other way after I
Cut you
talk.
from shoes to shadow.
Okay. walking towards me. Fudge.
I won't rest until you're dead.
Would you please tell me what the enemies are so I know who to slam to the ground?
Oh, we'll know.
Will I?
You won't last long.
Commanders are big guys.
I can't tell who.
I believe commanders have a purple shield.
Oh, well, I guess that doesn't matter because the only guy with a purple shield is now dead.
I will make you.
Where?
Not quite.
Magic. Was that answer a bit too on the cheek?
Talk to Mr. Oaks yet?
No.
You know you can talk to him before you go.
Yeah, I know. It's more funny when I already have his wand and he's like, I need my wand, please go get it.
Fair enough, I guess. I guess we're just doing it the opposite way.
I will make you. You won't stop me. I won't rest. Dead.
I forget which way is the direct path forward, because I always expect the boiler to be the direct path forward.
I will
So many
make
guys
you.
here.
You can't stop us.
How much can I use this?
Good question.
That's a lot more we can move.
Revelio.
Any goodies?
How many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 could be a problem.
Yeah, it's a lot.
This must be Mr. Oaks's wand.
And they're
Perhaps
all
now he
like
can set
facing
himself
each
free.
other.
Yeah.
Oh, I got his wand. Cool.
Yeah, I grabbed it too.
So technically, I don't actually even need to fight these guys.
Nope.
Am I still
There
going
is-
to? Absolutely.
There's the infamous foe.
Oh, is one of those an infamous foe?
Yeah, purge it.
Oh, he hasn't spawned yet.
Hey, collection chest.
Nothing.
Revelio.
Anything
Oh, hi,
else?
Purgit. There you are. Break shield, trying to use the pulse to launch an airborne enemy instantly. That's like one of the hardest ones. I don't think I've ever successfully done that. There's nothing. No.
Revelio.
Fudge, 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 fudge. Oh, now they know I'm here. Okay. Get rid of these guys.
Revelio.
Okay. Nope.
Excuse me.
Oh my gosh, hit the stinking ones that I'm trying to actually hit.
Never.
Okay.
What's down there?
I wonder. It's almost like the goblins. What's that over there? What's that over there? I see how it is.
Bananas. Okay. Drinking a Wiggenweld because there's a ton of it around anyways.
Any other goodies? Doesn't look like it. Everyone's dead.
Hello? Mr. Oaks?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my
And this guy goes down fast, doesn't he?
enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boy.
Yeah, there's a chest
I've
up
heard
here.
them speak of it.
Still
Fortunately,
have
I've
full
already
Wiggenweld,
found your wand, Mr.
even though I
Oaks.
used one.
Please, pass me my wand. I can't get out of this damn cell without it. It's my last hope. Please. My wand. Oh, thank Merlin.
Mr. Oaks. Professor Oak. That's who this is, right?
Oh, sure. He is rather dapper, though.
You did it!
I wouldn't know, I
found
can't
my
see him yet.
wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's
it.
dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oaks. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Hello there.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for
How
so
would you
long
know I'm
they
a student
forgot
when
I
I'm
was even
taller
there.
than you, man?
I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted
enough.
goblins stole every Knut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
What'd you
You
over here?
mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ramrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his
Glad I was
presence
able to
known.
help.
After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizardkind, sees us all as cruel.
Do you speak?
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk,
All right.
I grew fairly
There's the quest
proficient.
complete.
At least, I'd like to think so.
Glad I was able
I'm
to help.
grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oaks. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends.
Okay.
A
Time to
lesson
get
I
out of here.
shan't soon forget. Having my
Now,
wand
how do
back
I
is
get
like
out of
being
here?
reunited with an
This
old
way, right?
friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oaks. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Okay. Let's see here.
Mr. Oaks was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him.
Yes, we can probably head to the 3 broomsticks and talk to Serena.
Probably a good idea. First, I gotta get out of here.
It's true. Okay. South Hogsmeade.
Better wiggin' well. Nope. It was a chest I missed.
I'm gonna sell off some stuff because I'm sure my inventory is quite full.
Oh, I'm sure
Not
mine
all the way
is too.
full, but quite full. Probably should make sure that I'm wearing like the best stuff that I can be.
Yeah.
I prefer the look of this gray adventurer's way. Okay. Mr. Weeks. You're my salesman of choice because you just are always very close by. It's honestly the only reason, man. I'm sorry. Sorry to tell you this way.
You're right next to a flu flame.
You're the easiest to get to. You give me the same money as any other person.
I don't have to haggle with you.
I I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
I almost wish they would give you more if you didn't like uncover what the unidentified items were.
That's
Be like,
fair.
it's a mystery. Here, you can have
You're
you
back.
can have it
Nice
for
to
more,
see you again.
and not have it matter. But whatever. Okay, bunch of stuff sold. Back up to 5,000 pounds, wizard dollars,
Galleon.
galleons. That sounds like a Harry Potter thing. What was that? Strange noises. How many pages am I missing from this area?
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Not many,
I think I'm missing 10 as well.
of course. All right, let's head and talk to Serona. Serona. Miss
There you are.
Ryan.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgog?
I did.
I did. Thank
Yeah, I
you.
spoke with him.
We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you were needing my help with something.
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favor for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I've actually met Mrs. Sprottle. I recently spoke with her about her friend,
Yeah.
Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband, Aidan, was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stayed with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been
Seems
so
like a ways
busy
away.
lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Sounds good.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
Yeah, I could
It would
try and
mean the
stop by.
world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade.
Oh joy, he dropped it somewhere.
Please do give Dot my love.
Sounds like a predicament.
Considering that I said I've met Mrs. Sprottle, you're still gonna tell me where it is? Seems odd.
She doesn't know where you met Mrs. Sprottle, to be fair.
Considering if Mrs. Sprottle was anywhere else, you probably would have brought it
Upper
herself.
Hogsfield.
Fair enough.
Now, where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
She's the lady right next to you, man.
Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Serona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Serona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has
Fair enough.
dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
I have some with me.
Believe it
I
or
do
not,
have
I
some.
have some with me.
Collected everywhere I go.
Thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Serona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Serona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan
What
took it
even?
when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern
no.
is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sounds good.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Mrs. Sprottle.
I already
Thank
gave
you.
the Horklumps,
I'll be
though, did I
here
not?
if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I and the
Excuse
vendors
you?
I help would greatly appreciate it.
I'm just gonna replenish the stock that I gave you. That's what I'll do with those Horklumps.
Okay, whatever.
These rocks
You're
have seen
confusing,
better days.
madam. Hey, look, you can fly directly to it.
Yep,
Flying
This
kind of
must be
breaks the
cavern
travel in
Mrs.
this
Sprottle
game.
mentioned.
it really does.
There was something where you're supposed to like pull a box over and levitate it. and I totally didn't. I just flew. Oh,
They
it's
still need
this
to visit the
cave.
cave to find Serona's box of
Yep.
letters.
I hate this
Better have a
cave.
look around. See about the Hawk.
Definitely not the most fun cave.
That's all the Hawklumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Can I blow that? Yes, I can.
Lumos.
Incendio.
And even more clothing.
Always. Always more clothing.
All the clothing. Oh, this is the one with the troll.
Yeah, there's also, if I recall, there is a chest in this tavern that, like, you have to get before you go to a certain part.
Yeah, I remember
And
that
it took
too.
me for flipping ever to find the stinking chest.
Oh, yeah, because it's underneath where you would normally not even think to look.
Which I think I just found it. Thankfully.
Yeah.
Revelio.
I think I went through this place like 4 or 5 times the first time though.
I think I did too. Alright, there's my flipendo
Because
spell.
right here, if
Either
I
I'll have
do
to fight
recall, you
that
kind of
troll,
slide down.
or avoid it altogether.
Yep. And so if you get to this point, oh, that's a troll, man.
A mountain troll.
Yeah, it's way higher level than me.
Yeah, me too. But we'll do our best and have some fun.
Get mandrakes. Oh my gosh.
Oops. I missed. Ow. That's not fair.
Ah.
There you go. Smack yourself in the face.
Big ugly troll.
Take your rock back. I don't want it.
Ah.
Oh, I missed. Ow.
Oh, that's real bad.
Got him.
Oh, that's really bad, don't you know?
Rest easy, my large friend.
Some more Horklump.
There we go. Good heavens.
That was a bad idea.
Did you have a bad idea?
Ended up being a pretty bad idea. Which way is the way forward, and which way is the way to goodies?
The way forward is across the little bridge thing. Goodies is down.
You got it. Hey, look, Privel Pig. And Fleckweed. There was just a crawl space that I saw in the Troll's lair that I wasn't sure if that was the way forward.
No.
So I should probably go back. Investigate.
Yeah, considering I don't even know what you're talking about, so I probably should too. Oh, you ain't wrong.
Lots of Horklump.
Ooh, that's venomous spectacular. Not venomous spectacular.
Devil Snare?
Devil Snare. Good heavens. I should know this.
I was a little confused. Let me through, please.
Thank you for the Quidditch goggles.
Some Dittany.
Honestly, I think they could have done more with Devil's Snare in this game, but
They probably could have.
It is what it is. I always remember
letters.
the Devil's Snare in the
First movie.
yeah, but I was thinking of the first game.
Oh. Dear Serona, when I arrived here, I had a troubling sense that in many ways I wasn't like the other first years. I confess I worried that Hogwarts might not have been the proper place for me, and pondered sending an owl to my parents, asking them to fetch me almost before the first week of classes had ended. How did you know? I presumed you're not secretly a Legiman's, but I wonder that you seem to know my thoughts better than I did myself. That day in the Three Broomsticks, when you spotted me huddled in a corner, staring blankly at an untouched butterbeer and an empty bit of parchment, my quill dripping ink woefully onto the floor, and you came to sit with me, well, I never shall forget it. I recall a sudden sense of relief, as if someone had cast a levitation charm on me. When you told me about how nervous you had been to come to Hogwarts, I looked at you, and it seemed beyond my imagination to think of you as anything but the confident, contented witch sitting before me. In the days that followed, I marveled at how you charmed, in the non-magical sense, I mean, everyone around you without apology, embracing who you were and who they were. It was as though a candle had flickered on for me. I realized that I could choose that path as well. Now that my school years are ending, the frightened first-year witch I had been seems worlds away, and I know it's because you saw yourself in that despairing creature in the corner of the pub and so generously extended yourself to her. Yours sincerely, Mirabelle. P.S. Please tell Mrs. Sprottle that I still plan on visiting her and Mr. Sprottle whenever I can, for their delightful conversation and, I am unashamed to admit, her incomparable cauldron cakes.
Dear Serona, I conjured this sweet gift for you as a token of my gratitude. If you hadn't stood your ground on my behalf during Quidditch practice last week, I might have left the team altogether. And now we've won the Quidditch Cup. Ravenclaw House would not be the same without you. Yours sincerely, Sean.
My dear Serona, I've sent a note separately to dear Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle for their hospitality, but felt the need to put quill to parchment with my thanks to you as well. What a lovely respite from the castle. I won't soon forget how we giggled about that ridiculous gnome. Did he truly believe that he was singing? And Mrs. Sprottle's steak and kidney pie was simply glorious. I shall be dreaming of it for days. I so appreciate you including me. I fear I must warn you, however, that this does not mean I will go easy on you in next week's match. You know that Ravenclaw is no match at all for Slytherin this year. Most gratefully yours, Philomena.
Dear Serona, happy birthday, my darling friend. I sneaked into the kitchens and asked Finky to make your favorite cream crowdy.
Mm-hmm.
She was delighted to oblige. Not sure where she got raspberries at this time of year. Genius, that Finky. Best.
Dear Mrs. Sprottle, Mother and Father were delighted to hear that you and I had spent the afternoon at Gladrags last Saturday. Truth be told, I think my mother was ever so slightly envious. I shan't forget how heartily we laughed at my efforts to lace the bodice of my new dress. A challenge indeed, as it is rather delicate practice of properly situating a hat pin without wounding either my hat or my head, but I adore everything that we selected and have you to thank for now feeling like a marvelously fashionable witch. It was also a treat to dine at the Three Broomsticks without having to clear the tables. I shall own a place like that one day, mark my words. I consider myself more than lucky that you and Mr. Sprottle agreed to let me stay. I know that my parents feel precisely the same way. Yours gratefully, Serona.
I think I should take this box of letters to Serona. She'll be glad to have it back.
I'm sure she will. Okay. Back to Hogsmeade. Okie dokie. Serona.
I have your letters.
Hello.
Can't thank you enough for helping to save the village from those trolls.
Hello, Serona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some Horcrux for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
Happy to help. I don't
I'm
necessarily
glad I
have any
could be of
questions about
help.
the letters in the
Mrs.
box.
Sprottle sends her
It makes
best.
sense.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aiden. Thank you, again, for helping her. And for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
And it is. Alright. With that, I think that's going to be it for this episode. Just shy of level 27. Yeah, so if you enjoyed, please let us know. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.